And this is going to be a very unique meeting, extraordinary, because not because it is just a 54th World Environment Day, which was initiated in 1973 by my former organization, United Nations Environment Program. It's not because just it is a 54th event, but this particular event is seeing our meeting, which is a meeting of two giants, two green giants in the world, that is China and India. Leon, go ahead.
Yes, we agree.
Okay. And that's why I feel that this is going to be the very special event. No other event today will be as special as ours, because we together represent nearly 40% of the population of the world. And we together represent more than 50% of value. I don't want to call it GDP, but the value which exists economically in the world. And we two countries, India and China, we are the most ancient, most close to the nature, most close to the earth, most close to the ancient teaching. And that's why this meeting is going to be the very important meeting. So I would like to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Rajendra Shende, former United Nations Environment Programs Director. And more importantly, I am the coordinating lead author of IPCC 2007, which won the Nobel Peace Prize. So I am the proud owner of Nobel Peace Prize citation. And I feel great that today I am talking to my Chinese colleagues, because China and India relations are more than 5,000 years of duration. We know each other for more than 5,000 years. But I'm more pleased because you young people and the experienced people like Dr. Zhang and Mrs. Zhang Ping, who are there along with the young warriors who are fighting for climate. So welcome to you all. And I'm requesting Leon, because my pronunciation of your names may not be very clear to the audience, because this event is being broadcast all over the world. So there are a number of people who are going to looking at us, and maybe I will be calling you by your name, but my pronunciation may not be correct. So I'm requesting Leon to very quickly take a round and tell their names and their organizations, and then I start inviting the people for talk. Leon.
Okay. Thank you so much. To make everybody to understand your very important and excellent remarks, I would like to translate into Chinese for a little while. 大家好，刚才是这个我们的主持人是原联合国环境规划署主任，也是2007年度的诺贝尔获奖团队的政府间气候变化专门委员会的这个牵头协调作者，山地博士啊，山地博士呢能够作为这个诺奖获得者的这个，他也非常开心啊。那么今天的这个第54个世界环境日 我们之间举行的这个世界环境日的纪念活动是非常非常重要的，因为这是两个绿色巨人，中国和印度，那么代表着世界全球40%的人口。那么从这个经济角度来讲，也在世界上占了巨大的分量。那么，所以我们今天举行的这个会议呢，只将向全世界这个传播。所以呢，非常感谢这个各位年轻的朋友们啊，来参加我们这次两个绿色巨人之间举办的纪念世界地球日这个主题是为了我们这个净零排放的星球的美好未来。所以呢，他现在就是不清楚我们每个人的名字的发音想介绍一下。我现在很高兴，就是我们的这个零星巧手的联合创始人，我们年轻的守望地球青年气候行动大使贾小佑小佳也上线了。小佳能不能把您的这个 camera 打开啊？
Okay, thank you, Leon. There
I
is a
asked,
one more.
robotic linker boat, robotic company, and Miss Yu Xiao Jia. She's
Yeah.
online now. Good.
Okay. Can she wave the hand?
Yes.
No, I can't see her. I can't see her waving the hand.
Yes, right.
Where is she?
She's in Beijing.
No, but I can't see her.
小佳，你现在把你这个麦克风打开，可以跟大家交流啊。
She has not joined the
Yeah,
meeting.
she's joining.
We don't see her. Can you ask
Oh.
her to wave the hand?
Dr. Cindy, can you move on to the second screen?
Okay. Second screen. Okay.
Screen number 2, you can see at the
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah, I saw that. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I got it. So tell me, your hand is robotic or natural?
The robotic hand.
Show me your hand.
Oh.
No, it's okay.
It's
It
not
was a joke.
here.
It was a joke. Fine. Thank you. So I start the meeting. Welcome to you. And I have heard a lot about Linkerbot, and you are doing a marvelous work. Great job. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I officially restart again the meeting. And there is one more reason why this meeting is important. We have two United Nations experts, and presently working is Bhanu Nopaun. He is from UNESCO, and he is in charge of World Water Assessment and World Water Development Report. And Mr. Yang Xia probably would be happy to listen to Mr. Bhanu, because both of you have a common interest in water. And we all know water is so closely related to climate crisis that we are all eager to listen to him. He belongs to UNESCO, so UNESCO is well represented in our today's meeting. And there is another person who is a former Deputy Executive Secretary of UNFCCC, United Nations Framework on Climate Change Convention, which is a climate change body of United Nations who convenes all the countries to come together to take a decision on climate change. As you know, the next meeting is in COP31 in Turkey and Australia. The last meeting was in Brazil, and you are quite aware of that. So This meeting is not only will be different for India and China's giant countries joining together, but it is also UNESCO and climate change related to United Nations agencies joining together. So it is an extraordinary webinar. And I know each one of you, your participation and your talk will be extraordinary because you come from the different background. So let me start with Oves Sarmat, Deputy Executive Secretary of UNFCCC. He has worked in United Nations for a long time and he was a diplomat for number of United Nations program, including those related to the oceans, related to the habitat, related to the refugees, and we are going to see his video today. So I'm requesting the organizer team, Sachin, to show his video to start with.
Hello there. I'm very pleased to be addressing this webinar hosted by the TERRE Foundation's Smart Campus Network, SCCN, as I'm sure you all know, and I thank its director, Rajendra Shinde, and everyone else who's engaged and are participating in this seminar on this day, which happens to be the World Environment Day. But let me tell you that every day is Environment Day because, unlike the sun and the moon and the stars, environment doesn't go away and come back. It's always there. So we have to protect it, celebrate it every day. But having said that, there is a day just to recognize the importance of the environment. So here's my message to all of you, especially as it relates to China and India. Both countries have an enormous potential to protect the environment and, as a result, protecting the climate change of the entire planet that we call home. And as both countries have huge potential in terms of development, energy, geopolitical influence, and relationship with countries around the world, it is incumbent or even an obligation, a moral obligation on part of their leaders to take a very positive stance on protecting the environment for the benefit of everyone. Not just the citizens of those two countries who are great civilizations, but for the world and humanity in general. So extremely important. As a senior official in the United Nations system for a very long time, over 30 years, and last number of years with Climate Change Organization, UNFCCC. I'm sure you all know that concluded the Paris Agreement, and the main objective of Paris Agreement is to remain within 1.5 degrees of global warming as compared to the Industrial Revolution time period. And that is absolutely essential, absolutely necessary. Now, the Smart Campus Network is an extremely powerful platform that has been established by Green TERRE Foundation that provides the university educational institutions around the world to make the campuses net zero in their existence. And as a result, the students, the faculty, they all practice what they preach. That is extremely important, and I'm very pleased to see that the Life initiative of India, supported by Prime Minister Honorable Narendra Modi, and the China's through Operation Earth and its climate action has now become Chinese hub for the SCCN, which supports and complements each other beyond the borders, beyond the geopolitical divides that sometimes divide the countries and the people around the world. But environment and climate change, as you know, does not respect any boundaries. So this is a great initiative, and I encourage every one of you to play your part and do your utmost in your spheres of influence to advance the understanding, the study, the protection, and the elaboration of environment integrity, climate action, and doing everything that we can to remain on the right side of history. So I wish you all the very best, and I thank you for this opportunity to address.
Thank you. My Leon and my other Chinese friends.
We will put the Chinese subtitles also,
Yes.
then to circulate to all the participants.
Right, right. But his message was very clear. His message was Operation Earth, Claim Action, and the Green TERRE Foundation Smart Campus Cloud Network. They have joined the hands together to establish a hub in China for Smart Campus Cloud Network. So all the universities in China will be now encouraged to make their campus net zero. And each one of you, including those working on water, working on robotic hand, working on natural products uh, and organic earth, as well as those who are working with the municipality parks, urban parks, each one of them will be important lessons for the university students. And we should be able to give that message to them and make sure that World Environment Day's messages go to them. So I would like to thank Oves Sarmat, who happens to be our mentor for Smart Campus Cloud Network. He has been constantly giving us, myself as well as Leon Shen, encouragement to do more because it is a very powerful tool of universities which can be skilled for making sure that the Paris Climate Agreement targets are met. So I would like to thank Oves Sarmat on behalf of all of you, and I will convey to him that we all appreciated his message. Our next speaker is Banu Nopon, and he knows China very well because he has visited China a number of times. He knows Leon Shen. Of course, Banu and myself both were in Paris when I was working in United Nations Environment Program and he was in UNESCO. And Banu now is taking a very leading role in water assessment and water development programs and their annual reporting. And as you know, it is what is called as an international decade for glaciers. It is also for what is called as the International Year of Glaciers, as well as International Decade of Cryosphere. And both of them are related to the water very much. So we are going to listen to Banu mainly what exactly this report is telling us about the connection between water and climate change and how the incoming decade is going to look like and what is the message to us for that. Banu, thank you very much for taking your time, and we are now eager to listen to you.
Thank you very much. I hope I can show a few slides, right? Just to make the conversation a little more useful. Let me just, share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Which one you are seeing? That's the thing. Let me just.
Yes, now we can see water
Your
and climate
PPT.
change.
Right.
Right. Can you see it better?
Yes, but
Okay.
not a full screen. There are
Not a
some
full screen.
not full screen, but
Uh,
there are some other slides on the side. Yes, now it's okay.
Now it's okay. All right.
Yeah,
Right,
Okay.
right.
right. Go ahead.
Um, Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you very much, Raj. Thank you very much, Leon Chen, and thank you very much other colleagues who are there. In fact, I serve with UNESCO's World Water Assessment Program. This was something that UN Commission on Sustainable Development established a long time ago to produce a UN system-wide periodic global overview on the status, use, and management of fresh water. So its overall objective is quite simple. It's to meet the growing requirement of UN member states and the international community for a wider range of policy relevant, timely, and reliable information. So in fact, what we do is earlier we were publishing triennial reports. So every 3 years, one report was being published. But since 2014, we've changed the gear, and every year we publish a report that actually is centered around the theme of the World Water Day. So last year it was World Water Day, which actually focused on glaciers. This year it was on water and women or gender equality. Next year it will be on water and health. So and so on. So in 2028 we will be focusing on water and future. So it will be a lot about future technology and so forth. Moving on, let me just go to the next slide. My central message is something that Raz has already said, that climate change is largely experienced through water, and better management of water is one of the most practical climate solutions available to us. This is quite a profound message, which was contained in 2020 Water and Climate Change report, which we published in 2020. But now, all the data has been updated. So if you want a copy of this, you can download it by visiting our website, which I will post in a little bit on the chat screen. And if you need just write to us and we will be more than happy to send you a physical copy as well. And quite interestingly, this is also available in Chinese. So if you want, you can also download a copy in Chinese as well. And then, I think an executive summary is available in about, 10 other international languages. So anyway, just to move on, this report made something very clear, that climate change affects the availability, quality, and quantity of water, while improved water management strengthen adaptation, mitigation, and resilience. So if you are talking about climate change adaptation or climate change resilience, you should again, focus on water. It also described water as a practical entry point for connecting climate action, sustainable development, and disaster risk reduction. A very interesting slide that I'm showing. The facts are quite sobering, and I think we have to appreciate this. The UN system has confirmed that 2015 and 2025 were the 11 warmest years on record. The year 2025 was about 1.43 degrees above the 1850, 1900 average, while the 3 year period, 2023-2025, averaged about 1.48 degrees above pre-industrial levels. So this is quite alarming, thing for is. But the temperature is only the headline. The real story is, of course, water. Climate change does not, arrive only as a number on a thermometer, that so many degrees and so forth. But it essentially, it arrives as too much water, too little water, water at the wrong time, water in the wrong place, and water of unsafe quality. So this is quite interesting scenario for us. Moving on, the water stress is already here, whether you like it or not. Climate change is intensifying the global water cycle. It is changing rainfall patterns, increasing evaporation, accelerating glacier melt. It's rising sea levels and making floods and droughts more commonplace than ever. The IPCC states that about 3.3 to 3.6 billion people live in the context of highly vulnerable to climate change. It also reports that between 2010 and 2020, human mortality from floods, drought, and storm was at least 15 times higher in highly vulnerable regions than in regions with very low vulnerability. So developing countries and the people living in the poorer area, like slums and so forth, were at least 15 times more likely to get impacted by climate change or water-related hazards in these places. So water stress is not only not on a future scenario. You may have read about the um, there was a very interesting word that was coined this year, which was called bankruptcy of water. And bankruptcy of water is primarily, it was owed to climate change again. It's already visible. Global water use has increased roughly around sixfolds over the past century and continues to grow by around 1% per year. So it's quite driven primarily by population growth, economic development, and changing consumption pattern. The latest hydrological evidence is equally worrying. If you read 2024 WMO's state of global water resources, it actually says only one third of global river basins had normal river flow condition in 2024. It also noted that all glacier regions worldwide reported ice loss. And for the third consecutive year, this was happening. It's not that one year and the other year, ice was, glacier was replenished. No, it's not like that. So it's receding year after year after year. So this matters uh, really, like strongly for the rivers, aquifers, wetland, and so forth, because all of these, pretty much depend on glacier. These are also, foundation to drinking water supply, foundation to irrigation, foundation to hydropower, ecosystem navigation, and so many other like human life and livelihood is pretty much dependent on water and how the water is behaving because of climate change. And when river flows becomes more erratic, water allocation becomes more difficult. When glacier retreat, downstream communities face greater seasonal uncertainty. When droughts intensify, groundwater is often overpumped. And when floods become more destructive, water quality and sanitation systems are placed under stress. So this tells us something more important, that the abnormal is becoming the new normal. So what we were thinking about abnormal is now the new normal. So this is quite interesting. So I move to another slide. Um, so it's not that a natural phenomena. It impacts human being. The human are consequences of climate change that is linked to water. When floods contaminate water supplies, public health is affected. When droughts reduce water availability, food production is impacted. When heat increases demand, cities and utilities become much more strengthened, or it come into pressure and so forth. The water sanitation gap remains pretty large right now. And if you look at the current scenario, about 2.1 billion people still lack safely managed drinking water. 3.4 billion people still do not have safely managed sanitation. But this includes 106 million people who still drink directly from untreated surface water sources. And think about, these untreated water sources are shrinking as we speak because of climate change. So this is quite alarming thing. So climate shocks are everywhere, and it's becoming much worse as we continue. So another thing, which is quite interesting is, it is also a health issue. a food issue, an energy issue, and also, of course, education issue as well. And this is why water climate connection must be understood fully, and not only technically but socially, because social linkages between water and human primarily defines how water is best managed and taken things forward. The same flood does become the flood becomes in one place. Perhaps it may be at the cost of a melting glacier and so many other things, which are quite difficult, and we do not know how to handle it. So let me just move to some of the practical solutions which this 2020 report primarily talks about. Water is not only a victim of climate change, but it is also part of the solution. This is something that we have to understand. Water efficiency reduces energy demand. So I think if you look at efficiency, that is always a useful, say, approach in the right direction. Better irrigation can support food security. Treated wastewater can reduce pollution and generate biogas and so forth. Wetlands can store, carbon, reduce floods. So 2020 World Water Development Report presented water as a climate connector because it links sustainable development goals, the Paris Agreement, of course, which actually talked about the reducing global temperature rise, and of course, it also spoke about linkages to Sendai framework of disaster risk reduction. So this is quite important because adaptation and mitigation are often treated separately. In water, they sometimes come together. So adaptation and mitigation, I think for water we have to take it together. So early warning systems are extremely important, and I think these can in fact provide some extremely important solution to or like adaptive, say, strategies for how to deal with increasing like temperature and also dealing with climate. So they're all part of this should taking all together. This should be taken as part of climate action. That is better water management, stronger climate action, and progress across SDGs is somehow related to a move in the right direction. So moving on. There is a need for us to somehow close the implementation gap, because we are planning a lot, but at the same time we don't have money, and we don't have the mechanism to raise that money, and we are not implementing as much as we should. So in fact this is something that is a stronger say understanding that we have is we have to plan to action and finance. It's not that we just plan and leave it as a planning, but we have to somehow look at how the planned activities can somehow be implemented. So for this we need better data. We cannot manage without data, and we need a stronger, say, focus on monitoring. Hydrological data, groundwater data, water quality data, climate data, and local knowledge must somehow be brought together. But at the same time, we need solutions such as, like improved satellite observation, digital tools, modeling, artificial intelligence now, and so many other things. Of course, citizen science can also help. So this is quite interesting, but how can we move forward? Perhaps, there is a way to bring it forward. The most important that, we must, engage people. We have to mobilize our stakeholders. Water decision cannot remain confined to ministers and utilities or technical experts. It needs to be somehow taken beyond these three, major stakeholders, to farmers, women's group, yeah, and more importantly to young people. And I think that is the whole Rajan Yatra of Smart Cloud Campus Cloud Network. And this is something that I encourage, that you reach out to us and then let us in fact work together so that the climate resilience can somehow become a reality rather than simply a major, say an agenda, a slogan, that primarily remains within the confines of a big forums or maybe cops, as you put it. So I invite all of you to join us. And if you need, anything that I presented, some more, data and so forth, please do not hesitate, reach out, and I'll be more than happy to send that to you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Raz, and thank you so much, Leon. Over to you, Raz.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Banu. I think you made it so clear that water is a climate connector. Water is connection between resilience and adaptation. And water is also, it signals what is called as a need for disaster management, particularly its connection with the glaciers. So thank you, Banu, for bringing that out and also making sure that you don't miss on how to tackle these problems. And that is the catalyst is the youth, and that youth exists in the universities. And today, we are so fortunate to have young people along with us to do that. And Leon Shen or Shen Liangjong, he is all for getting the youth around. I mean, you would be surprised, Vanu, that we together carried out an exercise in 2024 for listing the Chinese Fortune 500 companies and gave them another rank based on their emissions. And that report was published. And it was different than Fortune 500 because our criteria was a climate. So I think a lot of innovative ideas come up when we come in contact with people like Bhanu. And now our next speaker is again on water. So now we are going to listen to Mr. Zhang, who is a water expert, particularly in ITs, in websites, portal, digital measurements. And I think he is coming up as something which promotes that you cannot talk on water without actually measuring what is happening. And I think he is quite in forefront of giving that kind of measurable awareness on water. I have heard Mr. Zhang last time, and now I invite you again for informing us on the same. Mr. Zhang.
Thank you. Dear
I'm sorry, I
Dr.
have to, I think I'm, you are Dr. Zhang, right? Not Mr. Zhang. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Dear Dr. Sandy and dear Dr. Banu, dear everyone. Yeah, I'm very honored to join today's topic to the Water Environment Day. Yeah, I am a CEO of China Water Industry Night. I focus on the water industry information more than 30 years. I want to change a little topic. I hope Sandy, Dr. Sandy and Banu in China, we can talk deeply. And today I want to talk in Chinese to the young people, Chinese young people. That's okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. 这个大家好啊，感谢陈总又一次邀请我参加我们国际网络会议。今天的会议主题呢是纪念世界环境日，非常高兴啊，见到这个其他几位都是来自中国的年轻的朋友。我呢非常高兴，今年3月22号世界水日以及4月26号世界地球日，也得到了2次邀请。和大家来分享我们水行业和这个整个我们环境方面的一些这个关系。今天呢，实际上我跟大家这个年轻的朋友啊交 流一些这个在世界环境日当中啊，水在环境方面的一些作用。实际上大家都很清楚，中国呢人口很多，那么我们的人均水资源量呢仅仅是世界的1/4。那么这几年呢，中国的经济发展呢又是非常快，我们现在也成为世界第2大经济体。实际上，中国早在10年前呢，应对水资源的我们的这个压力啊，我们做了政策上做了很多工作。除了南水北调以外，我们又开展了海绵城市建设。那么这2年呢，我们又开始进行我们国家的水网建设。从今年开始，中国的第15个5年计划，我们要把我们整个水系统的最基础的这个管网系统进行升级。那么未来呢，我们把这些问题解决好之后，那么我们整个工农业生产，包括生活的水系统呢，会更加可持续。关于这个气候变化和水的关系呢，那么我们现在需要做的事情呢，就是一个是认清形势，各个地方政府呢，把自己的水的危机情况搞清楚，然后呢，我们采用先进的水处理的技术的方法，来保证我们国内这个工农业生产的需求。第2个呢，我们是要有一些这个观点上的变化，所以现在观点上的变化最重要的就是节水要放在第1位。一方面，我们生活中要采取一些的节水行为，更重要的是城市在基础设施建设当中呢，我们要增设我们再生水的回用系统，尤其是北方缺水地区。那么再有一方面呢，我们现在要采取一些新的技术手段，来保证我们的水安全啊。10天前我也刚从德国慕尼黑回来，那么在这次世界最大的IFAT 环保博览会上呢，也得到，那么现在在欧盟已经对于水安全已经在应对我们氟的污染物的对健康的危害全面要进行治理。实际上这也是意味着我们未来水系统啊也将有一个巨大的一个这个挑战，所以在水方面的投入呢，中国呢可能未来几年也会像欧洲一样全面的来加大在水安全、水污染物的去除方面所进行的一些投入。所以最后呢，我希望就是我们所有的我们生活在地球上的年轻人也好，老年人也好，在我们一些重要的平台，像我们守望地球啊，像我们绿色这个地球保护组织啊，我们一起联起手来，共同解决好我们全球的水问题。好，谢谢。OK。
Thank you very much. Dr. Zhang, last time when you spoke, I think it was very exciting. I'm sure this time also, though I didn't understand the Chinese, I can see that the way the Chinese audience was attentively listening to you, I think you made a solid points. And thank you very much for that.
Thank you. I want to meet you in China. I hope
Yes.
to together with some different cities to visit some water industry project, and we talk deeply.
Sure.
Also, Dr. Banu.
Yes. So we of course would like you also to
Raj, you are frozen.
OK， 现在
Give
听
me
到了。
a minute, I'll just check on.
We can't hear you. Perhaps SCCN needs to upgrade the bandwidth because
No,
it's
there's
exactly
a-
the same thing that happened last time when we were having this webinar. Oh, you're back now. Good. Sorry about that.
It is the network issue. I'll get in touch with him. Just a moment.
It's again frozen. He may be reconnecting his Wi-Fi.
It may be useful to invite the next presenter, and then perhaps I'm not too sure who is the next person presenting.
Uh,
I think it's
Organic Earth.
yeah, that's it. Organic Earth. Or I think this is who's presenting next?
Let me see.
Jiang Ping. Organic Earth.
Yes, yes, Organic Earth.
Organic Earth. Perhaps we should listen from Madam Jiang Ping, and then take it forward from there. So perhaps in the absence of Raz, perhaps I assume the moderator role for a bit. Madam Jiang Ping, I invite you to perhaps give your like maybe like present whatever you needed to need to present here. I think you're presenting on inspired by nature for climate for our future. So I think like let's hear from you. Over to you, madam. Madam Ping, perhaps go ahead.
开始。
Oh, sorry. I think I just arrived at home, so I think there might be a switch of the Wi-Fi that caused the problem.
Okay, all right. Please, go ahead because
Okay, my
Rad's
apologies.
connection is a bit
Yeah.
He's fixing his internet as we speak.
Well, it's a great honor, and it's very happy to meet all of you today. Well, today is the World Environmental Day, and this day's theme is inspired by nature for climate and for our future. But to be honest, I think a better future doesn't come from grand slogans. It comes from small, concrete actions. The actions that may seem trivial, but that are real. I've been working in natural skincare for almost 26 years. And a lot of people, sometimes people ask me, what does skincare have to do? What does it have anything to do with climate? And my answer always be like, every industry, you can either do business, either you can just do business, or it can help build human capital for climate actions. That is people's awareness. That is why I've always given free public lectures, mostly to teenagers, parents, and the schools. I don't use empty words. I tell them whatever you put on your face and whatever you use every day and whatever you threw away, and that is your climate vote. And today, on this World Environmental Day, I want to announce 3 concrete and small actions. And this is our commitment to the global Now for Climate movement. First, turn my public lectures into a platform for climate actions. I've been working with Operation Earth, this non-profit organization, and their popular forest project, Keep Dun Huang from Becoming Barren Ply, is one of the climate action I most deeply respect. In the extreme desert, planting poplar is very hard, but keeping it alive is even harder. Operation Earth followed this principle that 1 part planning needs 9 parts tending. These 13,000 poplars have survived so far, and that needs continuous care to truly take roots, and also secure the desert edge. My public lectures will continue to raise fund for for Operation Earth's popular forest maintenance. Each lecture is both climate education and a fundraising action. And this is a small but real contribution to the ecological battle along the the He corridor and Taklamakan desert front line. And the second action is to bring and do a little bit things to those who work hard and guard the trees. And the forest, all the forest workers and stuff, they work in a very hard conditions and day after day, and tending the poplars, and they are the climate actors that works behind the scene. And starting from today, we'll provide them with natural skincare product. And this is not just marketing, and this is just a small gesture to show our respect and our care for the frontline workers of Operation Earth. And the third action is we are going to commit 1% of annual revenue that generated from our oh sorry 1% of our annual revenues that generated from our outdoor specific skincare product to the ongoing maintenance of the popular forest under the Operation Earth as effective today. This fund will support carbon sequestration and water conservation under the protection of the Mogao Cave and other World Heritage Site in Dunhuang. It's not a large sum, but it's a real, steady, year after year commitment. Dear all of you, climate action is never the heroic act of one person. It's millions, gazillions of small concrete actions that working together. One family, they use one less plastic bag, that is an action. And one child learning that poplar captures carbon, that's an action. And one company giving 1% of whatever line or its revenue to plant and tend the trees, that's an action. And one nonprofit, Operation Earth, following the principle of 1 part planting, 9 parts tending, that is an action. 1,000 such actions, 10,000 such actions, and 1 million, altogether, they become the powerful force that moves us towards net zero, inspired by nature, for climate, and for our future, starting today and starting now, and starting with every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. While you were away, Raz, I took over your role and kind of invited Madam Ping. There were two things, which I like to highlight on that one. One, that something that she said about Taklamakan Desert, because I'm a big fan of Silk Road. And I think, like I'm from Nepal, so I think, there's something, that links all the three countries together, India, China, and Nepal. It's the Silk Road. And I hope that like if your action can somehow be contribute to reduce expansion of desert in any way, I think it will be a great say help not only to China but also to your neighboring country, India and Nepal. That's another thing. The second thing that you said, which I really like is it's not about one person's heretic role. it's, I think, jillion actions taking place in tandem. And I think all of us have, something to contribute to safeguard the environment. So thank you so much. We take that as a very positive message. Over to you, Raz. Now, I hope, your network is stable and you can moderate the next part of the conversation. Over to you. I've muted you right now. You're still muted. Now
Yeah,
you're
thank you. Thank you, Banu. Thank you very much. Not only you took up my role, but you did a better job than me. I think you understood and took the right kind of thing from Jiang Ping, what she talked. And she talked so well. I was amazed. I think your passion and your words, they go together. There is no difference between the passion and the words. You speak so well, and I totally agree that the plantation of trees in a desert, through getting the resources from your activities, which are related to the organic earth, is simply marvelous. Congratulations. And I'm sure Leon Shen is also being a part of all these activities because he's also a desert man. He wants to plant the trees in a desert. So I think we had extraordinary people on this panel. So I'm going to now invite. Let me look at the panel. I'm going to invite now the CEO. No, the Linker Bot Technology Limited, and her name is Xiao Yu. Leon, is that correct?
Yes, Xiao Yu Jia.
Xiao Yu Jia.
She has cutting edge technology, AI hands, robot hands. Now he want to lending the hands for climate actions.
Very good. We are very eager to listen to you, Xiao Yu, and all the people in the world who are watching this from China, India, and other part, they want to listen to you about your robotic hand and your idea about using that robotic hand and lending that hand for climate change is absolutely unique. And we would like to invite you to India to tell us more about it. Go ahead. You're mute.
，no
正常
sound，
小佳，
听不见。
小右，快快快，
Okay. Okay.
啊，可以了。
Okay. Thank you so much. My topic is landing robotic hand for net zero planet. Distinguished delegates, colleagues, and young friends around the globe, greeting from Beijing. I'm Xiaoyou Jia. Today, as we celebrate World Environment Day, we stand at a very important moment for climate action. Extreme weather and melting ice sheets send a clear signal. Action needs a physical grip. As a youth climate envoy, I often ask, beyond reducing our carbon footprint, what can AI truly do for our planet? Today, I want to share how Linkerbot's robotic hands is driving a physical revolution for the climate. First, embodied AI is moving from labs to large scale climate action. Over the past year, Linkerbot shipped over 10,000 Dextro hands, capturing more than 80% of the global height of markets. This proves that AI robotics is a scalable reality. We also launched the Linker Genesis AI science model, the world's first AI capable of real-world invention. While Pulse AI generated text and images, Genesis generates real physical actions. Second, this hand is becoming a critical tool for ecosystem restoration. In the new energy sector, our linker hand is integrated into global production lines, reducing errors in solar panel manufacturing and wind turbine maintenance, accelerating green infrastructure deployment. In ecological conservation, our technology enables millimeter precise coral transplantation and automated soil splaning, minimizing human disruption to fragile habitats. Just last week, we acquired 精灵智康, a smart bionic film. We invention robots not only assembling cars but planning trains in rainforests and drip feeding hope in deserts. Third, AI itself holds immense potential for energy saving and emissions reduction. At Linkerbot, our AI driven motion planning algo- algorithm reduce energy use per robotic operation by up to 18% compared to traditional robots. Across industries, AI can optimize building energy system and the smart grids. AI is also accelerating low carbon material discovery and carbon capture technologies, shortening R&D from years to months. We are only at the beginning. Now, the soul behind the hand, Linkerbot aims to sell 1 million hands in 3 to 5 years. Why? In the era of embodied AI, data is the new oil. Our linker skill net allows robots in the fields to share skills via the cloud, learning to gently hold a sea turtle egg or remove invasive species. This is the value of embodied AI in climate action. Replicable, scalable, and tireless. Friends, AI is a double-edged sword. We must ensure it is powered by renewable energy and serves environmental justice. Now, for climate, that is our generation's declaration. Linkerbot is ready to be the hand that turns AI into tangible action to heal the earth. Let us build a greener, smarter planet together. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Shiayu. I think you did a great job. All claps from me. I think you said data is a new oil.
Yeah.
I want to say data is a new renewable energy. And it is taking us away from the fossil fuel. Thank you very much. I think it is I want to say that you are speaking on a revolutionary idea of how robots can help in energy transition. We also have to look at the energy consumption because of the operation of the robot, because of the data centers. We have to look at all those things together. But I think your point is well taken. Your point is well taken that the robots probably can work more efficiently on an assembly line by cutting down the human errors, human lethargy, and maybe human delays. And that probably would help us in saving the energy. Thank you very much. I think your speech is going to go viral. So, myself and Leon will see to it that we adequately present that speech as a something which is never happened before. It is a disruption in the technology for climate change. So, thank you very much. My next presenter is Durga Kamath. Durga, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. Here is the one from the Green TERRE Foundation, where Durga is working as a project leader. And now this, as said by Ove Sarmad in his video in the beginning, there are now more than 550 universities from 16 countries, and Chinese hub is our Operation Earth. And we want to tell you very quickly how this movement is growing and how each one of you can be part of it. And I really want to end this event, this interaction, by making sure that all of you get committed through your innovations, through your creative capabilities into this youth related revolution. As Mr. Bhanu from UNESCO said, that youth is going to make this change happen. And I think all your presentation, whether it is related to the robot hand, whether it is related to tree plantation in a desert, or whether it is related to products coming from the nature, and we are yet to hear Elena in soon, but you are the one who are going to help us a lot. So the floor is yours, Durga. Go ahead.
Thank you, Dr. Shende. Good evening to all the participants and the dignitaries present in this session. I would like to give a very quick summary of what exactly we are doing in Smart Campus Cloud Network and where are we at present. Smart Campus Cloud Network is a project under Green TERRE Foundation, and we have almost 550 universities from 16 different countries, including China. We have 5 mentors, and this SSCN has been inspired by Under Secretary General, by UNSG and our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. You can see few of our experts. Mr. Bhanu is there. He is the one who is with SSCN right from its launch. We have 4 regional hubs. The first one is in Latin America. We have the regional hub in China. Mr. Leon is one of the coordinator of Chinese hub. Then we have the hub in South Africa, and the hub is in Burkina Faso. And obviously the 4th hub is in India, which has been coordinated by me. As we know that now all the countries have submitted their NDCs 3.0, Smart Campus Cloud Network has launched UDC, that is University Determined Contributions. And this was launched in the last COP, that is COP 30, and we collaborated with Youngo Energy. And on behalf of Green TERRE Foundation, they presented this idea of university determined contribution, and Dr. Shende was there participating in virtual COPs, which was one of the first in the globe, the virtual COP, and we promoted this idea of UDC. What basically UDC mean is the way countries have submitted their nationally determined contributions, we are asking, or we are encouraging the universities to share their university determined contribution. And we are very much sure that universities can achieve net zero even before their country target. And that is what the entire UDC idea is about. And Youngo Energy has been helping us in outreaching this UDC concept in all the universities across the globe. The second part of UDC will be the dashboard, the monitoring dashboard, and we call it as University Dashboard for Net Zero. The word we have given is Udan. In India, in Hindi, Udan means to fly. And that is what we promote in the university campuses, that they have to not just measure their carbon emissions, but they also have to monitor it in the real time. And that is what this dashboard would be doing. And we have been ahead in uh, developing this dashboard, which will include not just tracking of energy related emissions, but it will also track all the scope 3 and scope 1 emissions as well. We are also part of NON, that is Network of Networks. Basically, it is a coalition of 30 different networks across the globe, and SCCN represents the Global South Hub for all the Indian universities and other universities from the South Asia region. And in COP31, we would be participating along with NON to promote higher education's climate action across the globe. So this is what the NON represents. And you can visit their website. You can see all other networks there. Among that, the Smart Campus Cloud Network is one. Other than that, I would also like to present the annual report of 2025, which is, just a moment, let me share my screen. So this is our annual report 2025, which shares all our activities across 1 year span. And you can see all our youth action. Here we have collaborated with the Ministry of Education, with the Association of Universities in India. We are part of NON. A few mentors joined us. Ovis Sarma was the one who joined us last year as a mentor. We had event on 75th anniversary of India-China diplomatic relations. We had 3 different events with the Chinese hub. Then we had a partner. We also have a partnership with UNAMAS, which is a network of Brazilian universities. And with Brazilian universities, we are trying to establish the network of all the Brazilian universities. So these are the few engagements. Then the universities have started with their roadmap. You can see the MOU signing ceremony, the sessions, the core group meetings. We also had the first core group meeting with the institute in Germany. The students visited our TERRE activity center. You can see the images here where the students from the institute in Germany have visited our TERRE activity center. You can see how they are learning from the nature. And we also had a few sessions with our experts on health. Here you can see our collaboration with the embassy in Peru, where not just universities in Peru, but the embassy itself, the Indian embassy, they also want to convert their embassy into net zero. And that is how the ambassador was in touch with us to make the embassy net zero. We also hold a conference called as AI for Net Zero, because the Ministry of Education in India has declared this to be a decade of AI in education. And we wanted to have a conference and a hackathon on AI for net zero. And many students, many industrialists, they participated in this conference. Here you can see our collaboration with ECMOD, which is a Himalayan University Consortium. So not just in the plains, but we are also reaching to the Himalayas, and almost all the universities in the Himalayan region are part of this Himalayan University Consortium, and we are one of the member of that. And finally, to talk about a collaboration between Global North and Global South. So we have the Impact Hub in Germany, which wants to collaborate. And also we reached out to the Global South that is in Burkina Faso, where we established our 4th regional hub. And for COP30, we outreached our assistant to the ambassador, as well as the Brazilian ambassador to India, as well as the CEO of COP30 conference. We presented her our idea of UDC, that is University Determined Contribution. And here you can see the idea was presented, the concept was presented of UDC in the COP30 on behalf of Green Care Foundation by Youngo Energy. And this is the virtual COP snippets where Dr. Shinde participated. And this is where the idea of UDC started. So that's it from Smart Campus Cloud Network. And I would like to promote UDC in the Chinese universities as well. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shinde.
Thank you very much. I must say that whatever Durga talked about, two major things. One is the UDC. And this concept, in fact, was presented before we presented it in a virtual COP in China. We had presented it in China in a physical meeting. And in a virtual meeting, we presented just before COP30. So we would like all of you to support this idea of university determined contributions. Because knowing Madame Jiang Ping, she will agree that it is not only action, it is accountability. We can take action, but are we accountable to the targets or no? That is very important. So I think every university has to give the target and make their action work towards that. That will make them accountable. So I think this particular thing, this particular event is probably a common ground now to work together with your disruptive innovation, young minds, and the innovations. So thank you, Durga, for that. And now our next speaker will be Elena. And before that, Jeffrey. Before that, Jeffrey, and then Elena. So I think Jeffrey probably will be talking in line with the use of potential of youth for net zero. And Jeffrey is known for his enthusiasm of working on net zero, working with youth, and he is working very closely with Elena on various projects. So I give the floor to Jeffrey.
Thank you, Dr. Shinde. Namaste.
Namaste.
Hi. So, distinguished Dr. Shinde, Dr. Shaman, Dr. Nupin, distinguished guests, and dear young friends from around the world, my name is Jeffrey from Malaysia, founder of RAYAM. Today, at this World Environment Day gathering, I would like to begin with a conversation between two ancient civilizations, the China and India. Dr. Shinde has often shared an important idea with Operation Earth. He believed that the most important resource from achieving global net zero goals is not technology and not money. It is human capital. It is people. People who understand climate responsibility and are willing to take action. This makes me really curious and think about it. I mean, how do we develop this kind of human capital? Perhaps the answer can be found in the wisdom of our civilizations. In Chinese culture, we have the idea of harmony between humans and nature. It teaches us that we should not try to conquer nature, but live in harmony with it, respect it, and protect it. More than 2,000 years ago, scholars at the ancient Jixia Academy were already discussing the relationship between human and nature. They left us valuable lessons about living sustainability and respecting the natural world. In India, there is a similar wisdom. In India, civilization teaches us that all life is connected. The ancient Upanishads tell us that the universe comes from the same source. The earth is our mother. The air is our breath. Water is our life. Although China and India are separate by great distance, both civilizations share a deep respect for nature. This is not only a coincidence, it is a shared wisdom of humanity. Today, we founded RAYUM. RAYUM is the platform that connects young people from different backgrounds, governments, business, culture, technology, education, arts, and a lot. The name RAYUM Jixia comes from the ancient Jixia Academy in China, one of the earliest places in history where scholars gather freely to exchange ideas. The name Rayum carries two ideas, light and space. Light represents wisdom, knowledge, and human potential. Space represents openness, dialogue, and connection. Together, Rayum is a place where people's ideas and possibilities can come together to shape a better future. But having a space is not enough. We need action, we need responsibility, and we need leadership. For many years, Dr. Shandy has worked at the front line of global climate actions. He often reminds us that achieving net zero emissions depends on people. Without a generation of young people who understand climate issues, even the best policies and technologies cannot succeed. This is why RAYUM will make climate education and climate talent development one of our key missions. We will promote climate dialogue and exchange between university students in China and India, work with universities to support net zero campus initiative and climate education, launch youth climate action scholarships to help students participate in community projects, field research, and international climate events. We believe that the ancient wisdom of China and India, together with the energy and action of young people today, can become one of the strongest forms of human capital for a net zero future. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Shandy. His wisdom, dedication, and belief that if we want to change the world, we must first change ourselves, continue to inspire us. We also look forward to work closely with the Green Terror Foundations and Operation Earth to engage, educate, and empower more young people. More than 2,000 years ago, China Jixia Academy and India Nalanda were great centers of learnings and ideas. Today, we stand once again at an important moment in history. Let the wisdom of our ancient civilization inspire a new generation of climate leaders. Let the friendship and cooperation between China and India help build a better and more sustainable future. Action starts with young people. Action starts today. Thank you so much.
Very nice. And I think talking about youth, human capital, climate change is very easy for a man like me who has a Confucius like beard and having a lot of experience, and then I'm talking. But coming from the young person like this, I'm really touched. I mean, It's the first time such a young man can talk about ancient civilization at all. Is something I cannot imagine. And I start feeling that yes, Leon and myself have done the job. Now the future is in your hand, like Jeffrey, Elena, and all you young people. So we feel that safe, that yes, you can find the ancient, you can follow the ancient language, ancient knowledge, the nature's language, nature's teaching, because nature is a teacher for having an experience of 4.5 billion years. No teacher has such a vast experience to tell us. And our humanity is the only student which doesn't listen to the teacher. We are going ahead with our own inventions. But I hope the students like Jeffrey will start listening to the nature. The teacher who is a 4.5 billion years old and lot to tell us, which we are not yet understood. Thank you, Leon. So we have got an associate. In fact, we have got all the associates today who are
Right.
speaking the same language. And I'm
Right.
really excited about it. So may I give a floor to Elena, whom I have listened last time. And she speaks English so well that I
Thank
feel
you.
that she probably need to be elevated as a very official interpreter for the China's leadership. And she speaks so well. So Elena, introduce yourself
Okay.
and tell us what you're doing, and then go ahead.
Okay. Good evening. I'm in Malaysia right now, so it's evening already. And my name is Elena Wen, and distinguished Dr. Shende, and we already know each other. Okay. Oh, thank you. And distinguished Dr. Nanu Nopeng and distinguished guests, friends from around the world. Greeting to you all from Malaysia. I'm Elena Wen, Secretary General of the Global Chinese Achievers Award Organizing Committee. It is a great honor to join you at this international video conference on World Environment Day, June 5th. This year's theme, Action for Climate. It's not merely a call to action, it is a responsibility that none of us can afford to ignore. As the organizing committee of GCA Award, we have long been committed to recognizing outstanding Chinese individuals who have achieved remarkable success and contributed to social progress worldwide. Over the years, we have developed deep connections with many dedicated environmental advocates. They have helped us realize more deeply than ever that no matter where we live or what we do, we share one Earth and face the same climate challenges. True excellence should not be defined solely by professional achievements, but also by our commitment to protecting our common home. Today, I would like to share a story that has deeply moved me. Among the environmental pioneers we have come to know is an entrepreneur, Ms. Zhang Ping, chairwoman of Organic Earth Beijing Eco Technology Company Limited. She embodies the philosophy, be the change you wish to see in the world. Her company has always adhered to the belief that what is safe for your skin is friendly to the earth. Every organic soap bar and every bottle of skincare product is free from harmful chemical residues, biodegradable, and use significantly reduced plastic packaging. Moreover, all lecture fees from her public talks are donated in full to the One Leaf, One Earth, Keep Dunhuang from becoming lowland, popular public afforestation project. Strictly following the principle of 1 part planting, 9 parts tending, every penny goes toward the maintenance, care, and ecological greening of poplar forests, protecting world cultural heritage sites such as the Mogao Caves, Yangguan, and Yumenguan. The scientific and sustainable progress of this project would not be possible without dedication of the Operation Earth team. Here, I would like to especially recognize Mr. Chen Liangzhong, founder and chief researcher of Operation Earth. In 2012, Mr. Chen founded Operation Earth, China's first international field research volunteer organization with NGO status and a member of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, which is IUCN. Over the years, he has led teams to East Africa savannas, the Amazon rainforest, China's giant panda habitats, and the depths of the northwestern desert, conducting field research and ecological conservation work. It is precisely because of the professional expertise and long-term commitment of Mr. Chen Liangzhong and the Operation Earth team that the One Leaf, One Earth afforestation project has been able to follow scientific methods from water source protection and solar power drip irrigation to planting care, ensuring that every poplar truly takes root in the Gobi Desert. Beyond these guardians rooted in the earth, intelligent manufacturing in China is also contributing a unique hand in global climate governance. I want to highlight an outstanding Chinese company, Linkerbolt. Their AI-driven dexterous robotic hand is a global leader in the high degree of freedom dexterous hand market, capturing over 80% of the global share. The significance of this hand extends far beyond industrial production. It serves as a bridge connection digital decision, making with physical execution, a crucial step in moving artificial intelligence from the virtual brain to the real world. Linkerbolt's dexterous hands are already contributing a climate action in multiple dimensions. In industrial manufacturing, intelligent robots achieve microscopic precision that reduces materials waste by up to 35% and energy consumption by up to 28%. In supply chain logistics, AI optimize transportation routes and predictive maintenance, significantly lower carbon emissions in ecological education. Dexterous hands and robo bands have entered schools, using the fusion of technology and art to convey ecologic civilization concepts to the next generation. What is even more encouraging is that Linkerbolt's products are priced at just 1/20th of international competitors, making China's green technology solutions accessible to the world at an affordable cost. This is the unique contribution of intelligent manufacturing in China to global climate governance. Not just the advanced green technologies, but also the inclusive spirit that makes their technologies attainable for everyone, from popular guardians in the deep desert to energy-saving carbon reduction on factory floors, and from AI-driven green revolutions, Chinese wisdom and Chinese solutions are responding to the global call for action for climate with concrete actions. So, dear friends, this story tells us climate action does not require earth shattering feats. It can be a change in product packaging, a donate to maintain poplar forests, a choice to reduce plastic, or even the precise operation of an intelligent robotic hand, protecting the Earth while improving efficiency. Miss Zhangping's no personal gain food donation, Mr. Chen Liangzhong's long-term commitment, specific guardianship, and Linkerbow's technological innovation for global accessibility all deliver the same message. Action begins with oneself. As the organizing committee of GCA Award, we hereby make a solemn commitment. We will pay greater attention to and honor those who have made tangible contributions to ecological protection and sustainable development. We believe in the power of role models. When more individuals, business, and organizations take action, climate action will no longer be just a slogan. It will become a force that changes the world. Dear friends, Mahatma Gandhi once said, "Be the change you wish to see in the world." Let us start today, start now, start with ourselves. Whether you are an entrepreneur, scholar, artist, or ordinary citizen, each of us can be part of the solution to climate change. So let us join hands and link our bonds to protect our Earth through action and to illuminate the future through exemplary leadership. Thank you all.
Thank
Very
you.
encouraging,
Thank you.
very inspiring, and very well presented. Congratulations, Elena. Elena Wen.
Thank you.
And I think she has already shown the power of climate leaders, climate champions, and climate actors. And that's where the accountability and the change comes, not by just having a workshops and awareness. You need to have a ground level change, and that can come from the company like Linterbot, it will come from Leon Shen, and it will come from the sources which are creating these organic earth related products and putting that profits back into the nature development and nature conservation. Thank you very much for showing the direction, Elena Wen, for what is called as power of role models. Thank you.
So the next speaker will be from China's economic center, Guangzhou, for the theme park of carbon neutrality of Yuexiu Park.
Yes, and her name is?
Luo Bing.
Yes. And Liu Bing, and he
Luo.
will,
Yeah.
Liu Bing, and she will be speaking along with her translator. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good. And I think this will be a great speech, a great presentation for urban planners and urban municipalities, where the green spaces are getting, in India, the green spaces are getting reduced. And we really would like to hear from Liu Bing, how is the China's economically fast developing city like Guangzhou is managing it. Go ahead.
Oh, you were muted. 杨澜，你静音了，还听不见啊？好了，还是听不见，重新静一下， China's on the first carbon neutrality theme park, which is located in Yuexiu Park, Guangzhou, serving the Great Bay Area for Guangzhou, Hong Kong, Macau, and Shenzhen. So let's wait for her re-enter to tell the stories of carbon neutrality education and showcases. Okay, I allow you to enter. Good. 小杨现在有声音吗？刚才你说话我们都听见了。我看，等等，我看啊，等等，我看啊，我看小杨在哪儿呢 ？1, 2, 3, 4，我看啊，小杨是我们控制你着呢，还是 ？Let me see。So the searching, where is the searching? Maybe remote controlled her microphone. At the beginning. Oh. Mm, 还是经营着呢，怎么回事那，这是什么毛病啊 ？What's wrong?
Leon,
Mm-hmm.
her microphone is muted.
Right. 那你能不能，你的那个麦克是不是有毛病？现在好了，我看。
Still can't hear her.
Still can't.
刚才第一次刚开始的时候，你的声音都能听见，我们都说话了。
I think she can try speaking. Me? Hello, Sachin?
Yes, sir.
Sachin, can you help them?
So she needs to change a device input device setting.
At the very beginning, before the session started, they talked. We heard.
Yeah, they talked. Yes.
Hello, Sachin.
Sachin?
Sachin. Yes, sir.
In the beginning, I think they were talking. We were able to hear them very well.
So I think there is no issue in Teams meeting, I think they can rejoin something like that. That will be help.
I think it will be a good idea if they restart the computer, because it looks like there's something wrong with the microphone connectivity.
Yeah, just restart the meeting will be help, I think.
Let's call her. Let me. Yeah, they entered again. 那个小杨啊，你能不能把你的那个电脑重新启动一下？OK，重新启动一下看看。So
So in yes,
their experiences is very the replicable to other major cities in China, and also it is set up by the Ministry of Ecological Environment, Ministry of Construction, which manages urban construction, and also the State Commission for Reforms and Development also listed their carbon neutrality theme park as a national models. And also for the education, many people, Yueqiu Park is a very famous park in China, in southern China. So I apologize for the distinguished guest, Dr. Nano, and our greatly respected moderator and chairman of this session, Dr. Rajendra Shandy, and also for the Ms. Zhang Ping and Mr. Ying Xia, the China's top water experts, and Elena and Jeffrey, for your valuable times and your patience.
so Leon, I think the experience of this central park for climate mitigation is going to be important. I think if we can make a decision of developing a nice case study, it will be extremely useful for all the countries in the South, global South, and it will be a good outcome of our meeting today. And I'm
Right.
sure Bhanu, who has a great experience in putting the things together and presenting it well, will be helping us. And the person like Jeffrey probably will be able to collect the information in the right way and then present it. We are going to help him. We will help Jeffrey as well as the Central Park director for developing this case study. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
Because
another point, perhaps, I may come in at this point. In fact, I've told it earlier. We have got a very good mentorship or internship or maybe a seconded traineeship, like program at UNESCO. So if you think that, someone from China or from India wishes to come and join our team, we will be more than happy to welcome them. This is something that I had told earlier when I joined your meeting from Chicago, and I'm repeating it one more time that the same offer is available. All you have to do is send us a formal, say, email or a letter, and we can start the process from our end. So please look into that as well, and we will take things forward. That's the first thing. The second thing is that we were supposed to meet in China this week. Unfortunately, something happened, and then this meeting was postponed. perhaps, we will have to see that, if this meeting will take place, sometimes later during the year, or, like we may need to see if the venue needs to be changed to a much, say, a more convenient, like location, because I think that,
Instead of
the way.
Tibet.
Yes, instead of in Tibet, because that will be a lot useful. So let's think about it, how we can take this cooperation forward. We are here to help you, and we are here to work with you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Banu. And we are very much honored and prestigious and privileged to organize and selecting the qualified, compatible young people, then to send to you, you can approve the applications of internships. Thank you so much. Hello, Miss Yang. Is
This
okay
is still not working.
Still not working. Oh. 小杨还是听不见是吧？
We are already, about 30 minutes late. So I was just wondering whether we should continue, waiting for her like system to become functional, or
I would suggest that let's give a last try. Maybe Mr. Leon can call her and just she can start speaking on the phone and Mr. Leon can put it on speaker.
OK，小杨那就从那个你能听见吗？我看 OK。I apologize.
But I
Don't
feel
forget
that
to put
because
her on speakers.
but what I feel is, I think it is already getting late, and even
Yes,
for
yes.
Bhanu. So my proposal is, in fact, it will be more widely reached if they can make a very concise case study. And
Okay, in this way,
yeah,
because everybody's time, especially for Dr. Shandy, Dr. Banu New Peng, the time is very valuable. So we will send. I think we will send a very good case study with photos and videos, good presentation to disseminate to you and to our invited VIP speakers, and then they will exchange later.
and we will put it on a social media as one of the outputs of our this meeting. And and my suggestion is, the madam should complete it within next 21 days, not more than that. And that would help.
We immediately after this session, we will send her speech
Right.
to you, and also for our this event, we should also including their speeches into our coverage.
Right, right. So let me conclude then by saying that it was a wonderful meeting, a lot of good exchanges we have never heard of before, and Bhanu will agree with me that this is something which is worth taking to COP 31. So my suggestion is we should of course find a platform to present these case studies, because I know number of you have been working in number of universities. Jeffrey is a Malaysian graduate. The others are graduate from Tsinghua University, which is very well known. And I think that will really help if we present it in a COP 31, as well as any other meeting which myself and Bhanu will try to find a possibility of it. So that is number one. Number two, I think let us strengthen what is called as a Smart Campus Cloud Network. And we feel that Jeffrey should be joining hands with Leon and supported by Elena to expand the network in China. And I think that will probably give an opportunity to get the potential of Chinese youth in a mainstream, in an international arena, and particularly global south.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we finally can hear from you.
Okay. 现在你就坐着吧，你就坐着吧。Hello, sorry, there's some
Technical problems.
Sorry. Okay. Um. Distinguished Dr. Lajenda Shende, Dr. Banu Nupane, distinguished guests and dear friends from around the world, greeting to you all. My name is Yang Lan and is the assistant of Madame Luo Bing, who is the founder of the Carbon Neutrality Theme Park in Yueshu Park, Guangzhou, China. It's a great honor to join you on World Environment Day. This year's theme, Action for Climate, for the Futures, calls on all of us to act. Today, I would like to share a story from Guangzhou, China, one that demonstrates how urban parks can become powerful platforms for climate education and public engagement. Yueshu Park is the largest comprehensive park in the center of Guangzhou, the green heart of a historic city with over 2,000 years of history. And Guangzhou, home to Yueshu Park, serves as a major economic and innovation hub of the Greater Bay Area. The Greater Bay Area is one of China's most dynamic and innovative regions, with green development at the heart of its future. It is on this dynamic land that we have created a first, China's first carbon neutrality theme park located inside an urban park. This is much more than a conventional park attraction. It integrates low-carbon technologies, ecological restoration, public education, and leisure activities. Visitors can see how rainwater is reused, how garden waste becomes biomass energy, and how solar power supports park facilities, and how plants help absorb carbon dioxide. We have created a living laboratory that makes the abstract concepts of carbon neutrality tangible, visible, and participatory. Most importantly, we have placed education, especially youth climate action education, at the core of our mission. We have established dedicated youth climate education classrooms where students can measure their own carbon footprints, learn about waste sorting, and explore renewable energy through hands-on activities. We have developed the climate education programs for different age groups and partnered with schools across Guangzhou. Each year, over 30,000 young people receive climate education at Yueshu Park Carbon Neutrality Theme Park. Here, children not only learn about climate action, they begin to practice it. From turning off unnecessary lights to walking to school and reducing plastic use. These small changes are precisely the outcomes we value most, because once the seeds of climate action are planted, they grow with the next generation. What is even more encouraging is that Yueshu Park Carbon Neutrality Theme Park is becoming a regional hub for climate action education across the Greater Bay Area and beyond. We have welcomed schools, groups, and youth organizations from the United States, Hong Kong, Macau, and across the Greater Bay Area through programs such as the China-US Youth Climate Leadership Program. Students from Ivy League universities have visited the park to learn about China's climate action practices and exchange ideas with local youth. We hope this green landmark will continue to inspire young climate leaders in the Greater Bay Area and beyond. Our work has also received recognition from national and provincial authorities, The Think Park has been acknowledged by both the National Development and Reform Commission (NDRC) and the Ministry of Ecology and Environment of China for its innovative contribution to climate action, education, and low-carbon development. In addition, the Ministry of Housing and Urban-Rural Development and the Chinese Association of Parks have recognized the Sing Park as a national benchmark and demonstration project for green and low-carbon urban park development. The Climate Change Division of the Guangdong Provincial Department of Ecology and Environment has also designated it as an important provincial base for public climate education. Today, the Think Park serves three roles. Nationally, it is China's first carbon neutrality Think Park established within an urban park. Regionally, it serves as a flagship green landmark in Guangzhou, the core city of the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. Provincially, it functions as one of Guangdong's leading public platforms for climate awareness and climate action education. On this World Environment Day, I want to express a conviction. Urban parks are not only urban oases, they can also drive climate action. Yueshiu Park Carbon Neutrality Think Park will continue to play a leading role, rooted in Guangzhou, serving the Greater Bay Area and reaching across China, enabling more citizens and more young people to understand climate action, participate in climate action, and lead climate action. Dear friends, climate action is not a distant future. It is a choice we make in every present moment. Here at the foot of Yueshu Mountain, we are demonstrating through action that climate solutions begin at the local level and grow through collective participation. The future is not something we wait for. It is something we create through action today. We warmly welcome you to visit Guangzhou and experience Yueshu Park carbon neutrality, the theme park in Guangzhou. Thank you.
Very good. I must say that Leon has collected the right kind of inspiring presentations and the presenters to tell us on this World Environment Day that along with the action, we also require inspiration so that others can take action. So there should be multiplying factor. And I think with that kind of a message, we can close this meeting with couple of agreements, if you agree. Number one is this group can be called as a climate action group. And we should make nice report of this meeting, not a report to be presented to leadership, but a report which is to be disseminated to wider audience during the COP and during similar climate meetings. And I think that will be great contribution. And I'm sure Bhanu from UNESCO, as well as I will inform Oves, as well as Eric Solom, to make sure that these stories by the young people and the stories with the innovation can be widely disseminated. I really feel that that will be the greatest outcome of World Environment Day of 2026, which talks about inspiration from the nature for climate, for our future. And I totally agree with the Bhanu that we should not have just a meeting event for 2-3 hours, but we should continue our partnerships through putting the interns in UNESCO and carrying out some useful jobs. So we are going to help Bhanu to make sure that interns from China, interns from India can join UNESCO's World Water Program, World Water Development Reporting Program, in order to make sure that the global South views are heard well. So that is the second thing. Third thing, we will agree that let's strengthen this China hub for smart campus cloud network. And Jeffrey has a role to play there. And also the Madame Jiang Ping has a role to play there. She can guide us. Jeffrey can take a lead. And Leon is there standing like a tree in a desert to take action. A poplar tree, right?
Right.
Right. Which is fed by the solar water. And then we
Right.
have Mr. Jiang, who will tell us about how to take care of the water through the measurements, through the digitalization, etc., etc. I think with that, I will close this meeting a bit longer. We did encounter the technical problems, but we learned from it, and then we can proceed. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Very good.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Your 3-point decision is good. We will follow.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
all
you,
for your
Banu.
time and participation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye,
Bye,
everyone.
Elena.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Good night.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey and
Bye
Bye,
Lena.
Madam Jiang.
Great. Bye,
Bye.
Mr. Zhang.
Dr. Jiang.
Yes, yes.
张总，
Hi.
哎，
谢
欢迎
谢。
大家
梁部长总，
到北京来，
嗨，谢
到
谢谢谢啊
我办公，室，我们对邀请大家到北京来，到我办公室，我们交流水和气候变化。
啊，
嗯，
好好好，越秀公园的碳中和主题园的这个小朋友们啊，你们好，最后终于解决技术问题了，但是你们的这个发言这个非常好啊，因为呢大湾
So see
区
you.
是这个数字经济啊，这个华为呀，什么这个大疆啊，
So see you
那
all.
确
See you
实
all in Turkey,
也
if not in China.
Okay.
Okay.
yeah
Or
Turkey
maybe,
Turkey
or maybe it can be in Malaysia.
Yes,
Right.
sure.
But
So we
because
have three
Turkey will have a
choices.
COP31 啊，
COP31
联合国
in
气候变
Turkey.
化第30届气候变化大会啊
Yeah.
，Let's meeting there. OK
Okay. Okay. Bye.
And so.
OK，拜拜。
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.